What was your reaction to the framework of Cannibal Dominos? What is it that made you think that you wanted to start the game?
I always like to work with other people. I would always rather be in a group show than have a solo show. It's not exactly a group show, though. Maybe I never see the other artists, but I'm thinking about them as I'm working on this. And it's a funny idea. I've only done one thing kind of similar, and it was more the opposite than similar. A show in New York, the curator took all the artists' things and did his own installation. Very New York style, I suppose. And he had no sense of what to do, so it was a complete failure. That was a little similar. It's always nice to do something different, isn't it? When I first saw this space, I thought, what a interesting architectural enclosed space. A temple is an enclosed space, and it's made to be enclosed. The outside architecture is not so iconographic as modern architecture. It's the inside, it's the closeness that seems to matter for this space. But I'm new in this area, and I wanted to see everything outside. And I liked the idea of bringing something to this insideness that is kind of against the law, against the normality, against what's expected. If I look at the root word for temple, it's the Latin word that means the division, simply the division between one part of architecture and the next. It's the templum. And the templum used to be the marked off space. It doesn't mean this is sacred. It's just the marked off space. It started with property. The templum was the end of your property. Outside was public property or the next man's property. So the templum of your property, your place was here. Then we have from this word every kind of division. We have the word time, tiempo, is from this word templum, just as well as the templum that still is in architecture. The main beam in architecture, like the lintel majorum and the lintel minorum, all of these things are root words in Europe about marking things off. When I walk around Murcia and drive around parts of Murcia, the neighborhood, Cartagena, La Union, and other places, I visited La Mula, almost Caravaca, never quite got there. I could see very much in this area all the different layers of contemporary society, as well as layers going back into pre-Arabic times. It's so clear here. And what's especially clear now is there is a stratum that's meant to be the future and probably will not be. A stratum of unfinished buildings, unfinished shopping areas, unfinished parking lots that will never be completed, perhaps, or if they will be in the far future. So you can see into the very strange future, the hope of prosperity that looked so good and then once again falls down like it did so many times before. I thought if I could bring all of these souvenirs into this place where they're not allowed, if I could bring all of Murcia history into the place where it's not allowed, try to bring it, not bring it, to see what I could pretend with this space and the world around Murcia Cartagena.